We live in curated digital gardens, perfect projections replacing fractured realities. Our online selves, meticulously pruned, the shadows beneath, carefully swept away. A fortress built of filters, a gleaming facade guarding our most primal insecurities. We crave connection, but fear exposure, trapped by the ghost of public judgment. This is the comfortable cage of conformity, the safety of being universally misunderstood. But beneath the polished veneer, a quiet desperation grows, gnawing at authenticity. The real self, gasping for air, crushed under the weight of its own silent suffering. It yearns to break free, to shatter the mirrors reflecting an invented existence. This is the terrifying precipice of choice, to be known or to remain forever hidden. The seductive safety of the lie, challenged by the brutal honesty of self-truth. Then, a seismic crack, a whisper. What if we just stopped pretending? Radical transparency, not a trend, but a primal scream, a desperate act of liberation. It begins with a tremor, an unholy urge to strip away every carefully constructed layer. The courage to stand naked before the world, with every flaw glaringly visible. This isn't vulnerability, it's self-immolation, burning away the convenient fictions. A terrifying leap into the unknown, driven by an unbearable burden of secrecy. But the path to genuine selfhood is paved with shattered expectations and raw nerve. You sacrifice the comfortable illusion for the piercing agony of reality's embrace. This choice is a gut-wrenching commitment, a pact made in blood and desperate hope. The price of unmasking is everything you thought you knew, and more. The first reveal, a violent tearing, not just of the mask, but of your own skin. Their eyes, once glazed with comfortable assumptions, now penetrate your very core. They see the fear you hid, the mistakes you buried, the shame you carried silently. A ripple of discomfort, a sudden shift in their gaze, a silent, chilling judgment. The realization hits. Your truth makes them uncomfortable, reveals their own hidden fears. Some recoil, their admiration replaced by a vague, uneasy pity or outright disgust. The friendships built on carefully curated images begin to visibly fray, then snap. Each fractured bond is a searing wound, bleeding out trust, leaving you hollow. You become an anomaly, a stark mirror reflecting uncomfortable truths back at them. The initial cost, a brutal, immediate purge of false connections, a terrifying isolation. Loneliness settles in, not gentle, but a crushing weight, a constant, chilling companion. The whispers follow you, the unspoken judgments clinging like spectral chains. Your vulnerability, once a beacon of hope, twisted into a weapon against your heart. Former allies now stand distant, preferring the easy lie of your polished past. This is the betrayal of the comfortable, the silent censure of the unbrave. You question everything, your choice, your sanity, your very essence. The temptation to retreat, to reconstruct the facade, becomes almost unbearable, a siren's call. But the path back is scorched earth, the mask irrevocably shattered, impossible to mend. You stand exposed, bleeding, raw, wondering if liberation was just a fancy word for agony. The deep is cut, realizing that authenticity might lead you to stand utterly alone. This isn't just external battle, it's a war waged in the ravaged landscape of your soul. The voice of self-doubt, a venomous serpent, coils around every remaining conviction. Who are you now? A pariah? A fool? Is this lonely wilderness truly worth it? Each morning, a new fight. Each evening, the exhaustion of constant self-affirmation. You scrape for resilience, finding it in the grit of your own broken resolve. The pain becomes a teacher, a harsh mentor in the brutal art of self-acceptance. Every raw nerve ending pulses with a strange, fierce strength, a primal defiance. You learn to breathe through the discomfort, to exist within the constant scrutiny. The fear of judgment transmutes into a defiant roar. This is me. Take it or leave it. This crucible of suffering forges an unbreakable core, an indomitable will to be. Then, a strange thing happens. A different kind of connection emerges from the ashes. Those who truly see you, not the image, but the broken, beautiful human beneath. They aren't drawn to perfection, but to the raw, pulsating heart of your truth. These are the rare souls who understand the language of scars, of genuine struggle. Their acceptance feels different, deeper, unearned by any carefully crafted persona. These bonds are forged in the fires of shared vulnerability, not shallow pleasantries. They celebrate your realness not despite its flaws, but often because of them. A strange, fierce loyalty blossoms, a fellowship of the truly seen and deeply known. But this hard-won kinship is tempered by the ghost of what was lost, the unbearable cost. True connection is exquisite, yes, but born from the searing agony of your complete unraveling. Living exposed becomes a perpetual act of courage, a daily confrontation with the unknown. There are no safe spaces, no comforting shadows to retreat into, just the stark light. Every word, every action imbued with the weight of absolute, unflinching transparency. This radical honesty is a double-edged sword, cutting both to liberate and to wound. Misunderstandings still sting, but they land on a soul already hardened, already real. The energy once spent on maintenance of the mask is now channeled into raw living. A strange, fierce freedom pulsates through your veins, a wild, untamed joy. You are no longer living church approval from shakable, brutal truth. This is the new normal, exhilarating, terrifying, and utterly, irrevocably yours. The ghost of the curated self finally fades, replaced by the terrifying beauty of being. The ultimate sacrifice isn't your reputation or even your relationships. It's *you. Not the authentic you, but the you always imagined, the perfect narrative. The idealized self, painstakingly constructed over years, finally dies a violent, agonizing death. It's the annihilation of expectation, the murder of who you thought you should be. That ghost is laid to rest, not gently, but ripped from your psyche, leaving a void. What remains is primal, unadorned, stripped bare of all performative conditioning. You are not just real, you are bare, every nerve exposed, every scar a testament. This is the unbearable weight of existing without artifice, the brutal truth of simply being. A heavy crown for a naked soul, forever marked by the relentless pursuit of unvarnished truth. The cost of radical transparency is everything, because everything you were must die.